Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Lane. Off here to a 1v1 on Villa Fiore. In the north, it is Theodosios, the man, not the emperor, fighting for America, freedom, and democracy. Here with the USF Infantry and Armoured battle groups immediately picked. No surprise. In the south, it is F3rig, the man who puts the G in the ferry, fighting for the Deutsches Afrika and the German army. Here with the 16th Panzer Division, and he does, actually, in a slight surprise, go straight for Italian Infantry. Not the most common 1v1 DAK battle group. So, interesting to see the bike Panzer Grenadiers versus Double Scouts Riflemen. As always, big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters for the continued generous and heroic support of the Propagandacast, and a big thanks to those who keep commenting and liking my videos. Helps out immensely with the YouTube algorithms. So we off to the races here. Swiftly setting foot across the map. F3rig heads north and south there close to his base, and we basically get similar here out of Theodosios. More Panzer Pioneer as they continue to sort of make a steady return into the DAK metagame, I feel like. Basically being used as cheaper Panzer Grenadiers that can also lay down mines. Got the more southern focus here. Of course, both gets the sort of bit of a screaming here, but also threatens the opponent's fuel point here. Meanwhile, Theodosios, more standard approach here across the map, following up with the Jeep here, which of course start with Veterans who won, courtesy of that battle group ability. There you go, Jeep rolling out here, setting out for freedom and liberty. And the American Dream. And there you go, Scouts under fire here, first shots fired here in the game. Sudden fuel point seized there by the Panzer Pioneer. Jeep's going to hunt down that bike here. Will F3rig be ready for this development? Panzer Pioneer now opening up the rifle squad. Other squad under fire as well here, and further up north. Actually, that's Panzer Grenadiers, not Panzer Pioneers, but further up north, Panzer Pioneers for the Scouts there as well. Jeep, they're hunting down the bike. They're trying to bait it into the Panzer Grenadiers line of fire in the hopes that the Panzer Grenadiers get enough shots through. Second rifle squad here for Theodosios in the center. Rifle squad remaining in defensive positions, and Panzer Pioneers are forced to fall back here as the Scouts occupy the house. Turning any engagement here not particularly favorable for Theodosios, or for F3rig. For Theodosios, it kind of becomes favorable. Getting the bike repaired. You see here, F3rig though is basically falling back here from most engagements in good order. No hasty retreats. No sudden heavy engagement or aggression either. He just sort of slowly pulls back here, waits it out, and probably figures out his next move. We got a light support coming to F3rig, and we got an MG34. It's a fairly fast take up. There you go. We see here F3rig decides on the next course of action, which is to again hit the north side. Keeping some forces around to occupy Theodosios, making half Theodosios move from the center towards the north, for example, I think here. And there you go, also into the building here. Grenades almost down for Theodosios. Will make it hard for F3rig to make use of this building, or any buildings for that matter. Grenades, of course, just a very good pick for the Americans. The Mark II grenade is the best grenade on the mainland infantry. But also, you know, the snares are particularly useful as the DAK, since there's the bikes, possible to half-tracks and light vehicles. Having access to anti-tank grenades is just a really good thing to have as the Americans, no matter what. It's also why you typically should expect it while playing against the Americans as the DAK. Unless, of course, they don't have any riflemen. MG34 setting up here with another on the way. As you can see, F3rig's focus will be on dealing with riflemen, and of course doing so with machine guns. And there you go, Mark II frag grenade here in the MG34, doing a massive amount of damage, almost wiping out the gun crew. Suppressing the two squads still, taking no chances here. You might think, well, why not stick around, even if, like, both squads are suppressed, but the reality is, of course, here, F3rig can't be sure there might not be something else hiding around here, meaning if he were to stick around the machine gun, there'd be a high risk, you know, something appears and loses, in which case F3rig would feel bad about it. So, tactically, it makes a lot of sense here, and is arguably the right choice to withdraw there, even if we know there's no threat. F3rig in that moment doesn't, and tactically just makes more sense to make sure you don't risk losing an MG34 to the enemy. Grenade almost took out the bike. We have the second MG34 ready here. Definitely not the most common DAK play there to see multiple machine guns, though it still feels more common than seeing a Valorant player go for two MG42s like that. Figure. But in the south side here, good play there by Theodosios, hitting the sun resource points here, denying F3rig a lot of resources there. Really adding some pressure to the Germans. And already we all see here that Theodosios' early game with the 2 scouts and the Jeep has allowed him to gain a lot of map control here, and he's got a strong triple cappy against F3rig. So F3rig is going to need to get those bikes going. Also, again, further note, again, hitting the fuel points, even here, just ignoring the other points, going straight for the fuel point, thumbs up there. Some players do like to take a more linear approach, but sometimes it's just better to ignore all the other points, go straight for the fuel point, just to deny them. So right now, F3rig is getting barely any fuel, whereas Theodosios is getting plenty of fuel. It's a really strong play that again highlights just why scouts are in a sense quite good alongside the Jeep. And again, that is also one of the many reasons the armored battle group is just really popular and really good. It's just a very flexible battle group that just so happens to have one of the best late games at the moment in the form of like a lot of EC8s. So for now, F3rig is going to need to get back on the field. He needs to get back on the field fast here. Otherwise, he's going to be in for a world of hurt. Well, world of more hurt. Quick concussive grenade here. 2 squads caught, and there you go. Theodosios withdraws straight for the motor pool. Gonna head out with some greyhounds, maybe a chaffy here versus F3rig. Mines being laid down here. Good spot, of course. I mean, based on the training, most players tend to like go through here, so obviously having a mine here is really good. Also, again, further looking here, there's not a lot of ways to dodge it either. The second mine here, also very good. Thumbs up to F3rig, their fire support elements. He's going to definitely need a flak feeling to try and turn this around. More mines here, also thumbs up. Needs as many mines as he can get here versus Theodosios. Basically, every measure he can bring in against Theodosios to slow him down and make it harder for Theodosios to get, like, you know, anywhere.
The enemy have taken territory from us.
Also got assault grenades out here, called in, it appears, with a 250 half-track. Meaning he can't actually call in a Panzerjägers if he needs them, or Pack 38. But I think it also just highlights that F3rig, like, really wants to get back against Theodosios' infantry as fast as possible, that he's willing to go for that. Meanwhile, Jeep again moving in, going for the fuel point. Just very consistent harassment strategy there out of Theodosios. Hit the fuel and just never stop hitting the fuel. Another mine goes off there. But got the victory point again. Back to bleeding out here. F3rig. So, rough times for the German army so far. Following up with the Greyhound here. F3rig here could, of course, go for the Guasatore. Even go for the L640s. But we'll have to see what F3rig goes for so far with the battle group. Set machine to cover the southern victory point here in the center. Fighting there intensifies with the second MD-34 team being brought in. Trying to get all 3 victory points control there. Partly, of course, to halt the bleeding, but also to start bleeding out. Theodosios there. Go Guasatore there. Got the Pack 38 on the way. They could try and go for the double L640 to try and counter the Greyhound with their autocannons. Don't think he'd do that. And certainly it's going to be a bit of a tough thing to pull off, but it is an option if he's feeling like, you know, very Red Wingsy. But a Pack 38 definitely falls into one of the more safer ways of trying to counter a Pack 38, at least ensuring it doesn't completely push you off the map, to be more accurate. More engineers, engineers on the way to Theodosios, obviously A to repairs vehicles, but I imagine also the minesweeper, since a mine could make the Greyhound suddenly very much more vulnerable to, say, a Pack 38. Flak filling from up here for F3rig and the 16th Panzer Division. Greyhound swinging southwards. Keep these in the center. Casualty-wise, F3rig is leading over Theodosios, but by every other metric, Theodosios clearly isn't too bothered by it. Forcing healing here for F3rig. Down Northern Point. We got the Jeep that upgraded with the Scout Commander, what that's supposed to be called there. Giving, of course, Theodosios precious intelligence against his opponent. Thumbs up. Mega Rouse got me with a flak feeling. But yeah, F3rig is feeling the pressure, the heat out of the Americans. He's starting to break out, and Theodosios is just constantly bottling up F3rig here. The flak filling does represent a significantly larger headache here for Theodosios, but he could bring in chaffies, go for anti-tank guns. It's not going to be theoretically that difficult. And the bike just got swiped here by Theodosios' Greyhound. Another stinging blow to the F3rig when he's pretty aggressively trying to get back into the map here. Southside lone captain holding up the southern flank.
They have 200 points remaining. A victory point is under enemy control now.
We got machine guns here. So we'll have to see what F3rig goes for next.
Anti-tank team on the field.
Maybe like to go for the Guasatori. Grand swinging around here, going to hit the southern point. Looks like the F3rig, looks like briefly might expect actually the Grand to go down south here, but it didn't. Of course means the Grand's not going to have much of a threat here. It does highlight that F3rig will eventually need a more mobile option for this Greyhound, because the Pak 38 is just, you know, going to struggle to catch up with it. See the way Theodosios is playing to the map, which is, you know, very smart, very agile, constantly shifting, you know, focus from, you know, point to point, never getting overly obsessed with one part of the map, always happy to, like, you know, just shift the entire axis of attack, and that makes it much harder for F3rig to just rely on the Pak 38 to, like, just halt everything. So, this is so far going pretty well. We even got the BARs that further adding a snowballing element here. That's going to make things tougher for F3rig. We do get the Guasatori out here, Italian assault engineers equipped with the M38 Beretta submachine gun. MD34 then in some pretty deep trouble, and he gets wiped. I'm not entirely sure what exactly went wrong there, but machine gun being that far out in zone and then not in the building gave Theodosios their brilliant opportunity to take out F3rig's machine gun and run off with it as property of the United States Army. Really rough stuff for F3rig. You can all see that Theodosios slowly starting to catch up casualty-wise. Guasatori moving in. Right when they're getting absolutely mauled, and we could theoretically see the anti-tank being run down here by infantry, but no, the Greyhound moving in, blocking that move, saving here Theodosios' anti-tank gun from becoming property of the German army. So that would obviously been pretty beneficial for F3rig if they'd be able to snatch that anti-tank gun. And that would obviously been A, denying his opponent an anti-tank gun, but also B, getting two anti-tank guns, meaning both the ground and any future tanks of the Theodosios would be getting a much tougher time of it. Those Americans put a stop to that. And we're busy here with the Guasatori, Italian assault engineers, hardened troops. Causing healing. Got another Pak 38 out here for F3rig, bringing the Pak power to bear against the Americans. Come on, Ludwig, gets that Pak into position. I want those American armored cars burning like the Reichstag. Why do you have to put it like that, Jürgen? Because I do like it. What? Shut up. Almost had the flag filling there. It was actually a really close call there. Does he actually have the upgrades? Yes, he did. The vehicle survival package giving it just a bit more extra health, allowing it to survive. One more hit there from the anti-tank gun. Further south there, looks like he might be preparing a flank here. You can get behind the anti-tank under the half top. That's been great. Instead, it's caught here. Jeep down. Oh, does almost had it still. He pops out a anti-tank and they're getting overrun. Grenade assault, the MP there. Actually here as well, a machine gun taking surprising little damage, kind of ruining the entire thing. It probably would have helped if they'd been more to follow up on this attack. Grey now being hit with the Pak 38. Looks like he might have been too caught up in other things here, allowing F3rig's gunners to score just one more hit. 405 is on 73. F3rig needs to really get into this match now. Guasatori in the flamethrowers there. Machine gun coming, at least part of things. There's one further south. Panzer Peony in trouble with the Greyhound. There you go, swinging for the anti-tank gun, opening up for the flak filling. MD-34 retreating. Guasatori might have a shot at wiping it. Oh, can they get it? No.
A munitions point is being attacked.
Rascal being met here with heavy fire and forced to withdraw
They've taken our
as the
victory
flak
point.
filling appears right behind. Of course, you also got the Guastatory on the retreat path here, further creating an incentive to get out of there before it's too late. So with this, F3rig starting to get more and more into the fight. He's slowly closing the gap between the two here. Really intense fight there. Thumbs up to F3rig. Also, I'd say thumbs up to Theodosios for not completely panicking and taking much heavier losses.
Tactics available. Vehicle crews
So I
have
think some
clearance
smart
to
decision
advance.
makers will allow Theodosios to get out of that particular match intact. Well,
The
mostly
sector's been
intact.
overrun. It's theirs now.
So what will be next for F3rig here? Possibly a Panzer Commando, possibly more Guastatory. We'll have to see. Theodosios, of course, at this stage might eventually go for the tank depot. I'm planning it. But of course, he may also want to get out other things first. This is worth noting, he actually hasn't gone for the M8 Scott, which is very rare in the current metagame. Instead, he's gone for Seek and Destroy, which isn't a bad ability, but after they changed away from being, an American Blitzkrieg, it did see a bit of a drop-off in overall play rates, as again, more people just went back to the Scott, because the Scott is still the Scott. 341 was 173 here. Scouts roughing with their Guastatory into block against the advancing American forces. And the flak flames to the rescue, further suppressing some of the Yankees. In the center, assault grenades forced away. And further up north here, we got the Panzer Grenadiers there on watch. Veteran's one of those mighty Guastatory. That makes them hard to hit. And become even harder to hit a Veteran's too. And mines are going off, and we actually do get a second squad of Guastatory out of F3rig. Wow, you don't see that heavy like a Guastatory build nowadays, so fancy that. Thumbs up. Not more battle group abilities either. I mean, he could consider maybe the ability to lay down telemines. Theodosios there with the tank depot, and the ability to build the EC8 to summon Brad Pitt. Ambulance for F3rig. Thumbs up to that at least. But the Americans have other opinions of that.
We must pull this back. We're down to 300 points. We're on it.
And a mortar there for Theodosios. Nice bit of support there for his men on the offensive and even on the defensive. Thumbs up to that. And there we go. Got some fortification stuff there, defensive operations, and prepared positions to make his machine guns and packs better as well. Yeah, it does open up here for example, telemines. Which could, for example, take out the ground, I think, in one go. Or at least, leave it in a very, very bad space. Crossroad going for the flank in the Minefield 14, then moving in with M38 Berettas, adding the Lancia Fiamma, Modella 40. Smoke grenade off here. So ends up running in front of the MD-34 there by accident. It's awkward there. After just hanging back here. You can see he's using the ambulance more actively to support troops at the front line against Theodosios and the men of the 1st Infantry Division. Got some Panzer guns seemingly almost forgotten up here by F3rig, or it may just be on purpose. You may never know. Fresh assault in the center, there we got the assault grenades and the Guastatory, overall making up for a fairly assault heavy build here out of F3rig with the 2 Guastatory and the assault grenades. I mean, a lot of smoke grenades, a lot of submachine guns, and in the case of the Guastatory, a lot of flamethrowers as well. Does mean, like, with a good push, he can do a lot of damage to Theodosios very fast. Darning continues up north here, 264's under 60, 25's 49. So it continues here. Ground blasting away, their assault grenades cutting through the scouts. And there we go, almost got a trouble cap back here against the Americans. Really nice recovery after a pretty bad start here for F3rig. Thumbs up. You can see there, Theodosios is really starting to struggle here with all these elite Italian troops on the field here. But we do get some grenades down there as well, causing some problems. Sherman's briefly considered there, but I imagine what Theodosios really wants is the EC8. He wants Brad Pitt.
They pushed us off the sector.
A small altar above it by his computer for Brad Pitt clearly exists in Theodosios' house.
Taking hits.
3rd there with the Panzerarmee Commando.
Let's tackle the Germans. All right, you men are taking it personally.
There you go, pushing forward with the Raptor on the scout. See EC8 halfway done. Got, of course, the rapid production ability there, so you can get it out at extra fast pace.
That's more like
But of course, with War Machine, get it at a discount. And of course, with the other one, he gets the Veterans 1. Like, Armour just has so many abilities to put together, can like really just, you know, give you a bit of an extra edge there with the EC8s or any other tanks. So with 2-pack 38s, that's going to be a challenge here, but not impossible for AG to deal with the EC8 with Brad Pitt. There you go, EC8 rolling out. Equipped with a 76mm higher velocity gun. Up north, smaller sortie to clear out the Americans here from the northern victory point, but as that happens, of course, south is going to be struck. And in the center, we got another offensive planned out by Theodosios and the men on the 1st Infantry Baker Company. And there you go, EC8 in the south here, routing the Germans. With no actual resistance to the tank, it completely sweeps the field. Meanwhile, Guasatro, they're charging through the center, turning into an inferno as Italian flamethrowers just burst out in all directions. Chaos and panic reigns amongst the Americans. Oh my god, it's so hot! It's almost like I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. Anyways, flak from the enemy repairs, fixing up the victory point there. Sherman did suffer a bit of damage there. Nothing too critical. Clearly not a Talon mine, otherwise they'd barely been moving at all.
We've lost the territory.
214 was on 37. Theodosios still maintains a lead, but it is becoming much, much smaller. Fresh assault on the center here. We got the Guasatro here on the flank. And we got the Grand pushing up the other flank alongside the EC8. Oh, that actually looks like the EC8 might go straight for the center there. Back 38 lined up here. Idea, of course, could he go for the Panther 3, but it is likely he's thinking either Tiger tanks, I guess double troops. But I'm getting the impression it's going to likely be a Tiger tank here. Either Mr. 3rig, though he has yet to go for armored reserves in the first place. Another option, of course, would at least for now to go for the Flak 36. Wow. Impressive timing, eh? More riflemen here, though, for Theodosios. And the ferocious defenders of democracy. Guasatro in the move. We got the Grand here blocking a further push on the southern victory point. There you go, push on the center. There you go, empty fed for the halt to the assault. Can throw a smoke grenade here, but there's also the mortar complicating matters. Up north, the EC8 spawn and push here, flak in trouble. And with the EC8, Theodosios is really sounds like regain control of the map more seriously, and certainly putting the squeeze in 3rig in the 16th. Got the Flak 36 out, they also known as the Flak 88. But the official designation was Flak 36. There'd be a later upgrade with the Flak 37. Charging out the Gat machine with the Guasatro, Vecchi 2 there, ripping through here. Theodosios support weapons could go for the attack crew DAK, is it? Flak 36 setting up, but EC had been great use of the building, probably not aware of the flak, but you know, probably expecting pack guns there. Oh, actually, with the scouts, he's definitely seen it. 100 points, in fact, less than that left here for 3rig versus Theodosios, fighting for the center. Greyhound there, blasting away, Flak 36. Probably needs to gain some better position. The question calls, what is a better position and how does he get there?
The sector's been overrun. It's theirs now.
195 to 88. Setting up the Flak 36 a bit further south of the house here, but also close to the front line. The Flak 36 was very much designed not just to be an anti-aircraft gun, but also an anti-tank gun. And occasionally also artillery piece, actually. There are cases where entire flak batteries would serve as an artillery battery just because, you know, didn't have anything else on hand. So, little fun fact there. It's typically not what you associate with it. Very much was the case. Further south, E8 going for the Panzer Pioneer, backed up the Rifleman. Again, the E8, a massive problem with 30. He really needs some tanks. He needs to somehow bait in front of the Flak 36. Well, up north, fresh part here for the northern point. 2 round squads with the assault grenadiers. Just no chance for 30 to win that one remotely. Telephone running down death here from above. 175 and 78 here. Rain on there being met with the Pack 38. Quick get off an anti-tank grenade here, and yes indeed. Theodosios armored car stuck, but as you can see, they're able to take a lot of hits here, despite everything, and there you go, finally got it down.
We've just lost our Greyhound.
That was an awful lot of hits required Veterancy 4 to go down. That was an anti-tank grenade plus like, what, 3 or 4 shots from the Pack 38? Before it finally expired.
Last stretch now. Germans down to 75 points.
Veterancy 2 then the Pack 38. Blackcoats there getting blasted. Don't think we should expect that one to hit Veterancy 3, though it would be fun to see it. And with 2 mortars, by the way, out there, Theodosios can quickly smother, like, you know, Flak 36 and artillery fire. He's actually using the 250 to get it out of there. Fergie, I think, still needs some tanks out.
Defend our victory point.
Scout snuffed out there. Stukas though could also be an idea with all the way he's, you know, where he's bunching up so many support weapons, like mortars, machine guns. Stukas could maybe an answer for that. Of course, the tank still would do Fergie a lot of good. He versus Theodosios. 61 to 70. Fighting continues to be quite brutal here, and there you go. Reds until in the center point here.
The victory point is under enemy control now.
The south air point being seized. Quattro there receiving reinforcements, but they are fairly unhelpful. Does need a bit of a check up there by the ambulance before they get sent into the fighting. RG continues not to do much in the armor. Okay, there you go. Panzer III on the way. Obviously, not direct competition to the EC8. Far from it, but kind of better than nothing. I think trying to go farm reserves and then get out a pair of Stooks might serve Fergie a bit better here, but it's also going to be a lot of manpower he needs to set aside. The fuel is clearly not the issue, it's the manpower. And don't blame Fergie for not wanting to put that much manpower aside just to get out some Stooks. But still, it might be a better choice here to get them going to help fight the EC8s and the Panzer III. Truth be told.
Commander, we should spend our munitions.
Looking at the southern point. And there you go, EC8 racing to the north here, catching the Panzer Pioneer, trying to head out. There you go, great shot. Panzer III out here, about to lose the Panzer Pioneers. I think Fergie a bit too slow to react. Suffers a total wipe. I mean, he does have multiple Quattro though, and Panzer Pioneers, so he can still repair his armor pretty easily, but yeah, then still loses like lose a unit like that at a moment like this. There you go, Panzer III out.
Defend our victory point.
Ausführung L. 132 per 60. Got a triple cap back here on to RG by Theodosios.
Enemy down to 50 points. Force their retreat.
So we'll have. Down to less than 50 points here. Fergie. Oh, he's about to lose the assault grenade as well there. Things really starting to get out of control. Fergie was looking so well off, but now Theodosios is really starting to be much more here, I think, than F3rig can handle. So it didn't help. He just hasn't, I think, been able to like leverage that Flak 36 as much as he'd hoped here versus Theodosios. Lost the 250 right. At least they did get the Flak 36 up before that happened. Otherwise, he would have been decrewed. North here, point being seized. Pack 30. This is there. We got 9 points left here. There's 132 here. Okay, about to go up. I mean, these mortars are really a big problem there for F3rig. But then again, at this point, it's just also F3rig has a lot of problems. He has a lot of them. He's just trying to like resolve any of them at like, you know, timely pace here. Briefly able to hold the bleeding here. Almost got these here. The Brad Pitt charging, of course, focusing down the ambulance like any true American. Might be able to get out with the flak gun. Got it. Small win here for F3rig here as he ravages Theodosios' position west here, but Flak 36 got a wiped here. His infantry is bleeding out at a prodigious pace, and the southeast scouts moving in as well here. Really looking rough there for F3rig, and honestly, kind of looking like GG. I mean, he's got another Panther on the way there. But he's lost so much here, including his ambulance. Pack 38 wiped as well here. Theodosios is utterly on the offensive here, striking every point. And there you go, GG, well played out of F3rig. Game over, victory for freedom and democracy. A brutal game here. So there you go. A lot of nasty back and forth action again. Rough start. F3rig was able to turn around this around the mid game, but then once these seats started rolling out, the Theodosios definitely struggled there as F3rig sort of just kind of started stomping out to the ground. Really intense match. Hope you learned something from it. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Imperial Team. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another Sunday episode. Bye, everyone.